Morning YouTubers, another rainy day. I've got a couple of bits in that I want to get on with. I bought a mower for a tenner. I mainly bought it because it's got an under engine on it, and you know what I'm like with my under engines. The deck has more than likely had it. I'll have a look at it and see if I can do anything with it, but I don't think I will. But I bought this one mainly because I've already got one of them. The one I've got, which is the same mower, apart from the one that I use, it's not got drive on it, and this one's got drive on it. And he assured me the drive was working. I'll check it. He seemed pretty genuine, to be fair, like, you know what I mean? If the drive all works, then I'll take the drive off this and put it on my mower, because the deck on mine's solid as a rock. So I'll show you, and then we'll try and start it up. Apparently it starts and then cuts out, so if it was being genuine, then that's what's going to happen. So right, I'll show you the mower. Right, there's the mower. It's a Honda GV100, and that one's got drive. And then the other one out there, which is exactly the same mower without drive, that one works all perfectly well. So, hang on a minute. Where's that gone? Can you see that spider? Where is it? There. Coming down. Spider in my shed. Get out, you ain't paid no bloody rent. Get rid of him. Put him outside. Come on, sort of. Right then, let's see if this one will fire up. You never know, it might. Do it in there because it's bloody wet out there. Right, this choke. Oh, that's a choke. Right, let's turn that off a minute. No, yeah, he was right, so he heard it fire, so there can't be a fat lot wrong with it. So I'll get it on the bench and we'll see what we can do with it. Right, I've got it on the bench. The first thing I'm going to check is the choke, because I had a Honda like this before that was doing the same thing. Slightly bigger engine, but it did exactly the same thing. You'd start, cut out. So I'll check this choke, and if it's not choking alright, I'll adjust it, and then we'll start it up. If it starts fine, then that's all I want to do with the engine. I know it's running then, but I want to have a look at the deck. But I'll show you the deck. If you look at it, so somebody's attempted to fill it, and to be quite honest, that's not very good. But if it's just there, if it's just there, I might attempt to fill that. You know, with that wire mesh you can get over it, and then rub it down with an angle grinder. Oh no, there's another hole. Can you see that? Yeah, another hole round there. To be fair now, I just don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm just going to keep the engine. That'll be 300 engines I've got. So okay, let's have a look at this one. Let's see what we can do with it. Right. Get this cover off. It's a bit too big. That's the one. Give this, yeah. Another one under here. Keep them safe. So, that's that off. Well, straight away I can see what's the matter with that. Let me get you in closer. Anybody spot it? That is not even connected. It's supposed to be connected to that there. So when you adjust the choke, it actually turns that inside. See, like that. Can you see that? Yeah. So this might end up being a result. So that's. I'm just going to give that a slight bend, just so it's more of a hook, because it's slipping out. That's better. So I'll just put like a hook in it, because when you pull it, it's right. See if that falls out now. See, that's choking that now nicely. So that gasket's not very good. Pop that back in. Somebody's been mucking about in there. Right, I'll get this back on and then we'll go for a fire up again. Hopefully that was all that was wrong with it. Right, that's the choke sorted out. So put it on that. See what happened this time. Put it under it. On that. Have a look at that, see if that just slipped back off. Right, I think it's the case of the gaskets need sorting, so I'm going to put it on the bench, see if I've got some gaskets there, because I've bought a load of spares, so I'll see if I've got a gasket for it and then we'll attempt that again. So hang on a minute. Right, I've decided to take the carb off and give it a clean, so I need to get these off. Where's my pliers? I took them in the house, didn't I? Hang on a minute. Right, let's get this clip off. Give this a wheel. Actually, let me just get some kitchen roll over there just to catch the rubbish. Give it a wiggle because they're always stuck, and that come off nicely. Kitchen towel. Caught the excess fuel. So now this one that I bent, I want to take that out. You've got two at the back. I don't know if you can see them, so there's two just here. The thick one goes in the first hole to the centre pin, and then the spring goes in the back one. So we'll get them out. Just easy. Get them off first. Whoa. That was a bit stuck. The gasket's gone. So, twist that. Come on. Up you come. That's it. Now twist. That's it. That's the carb off. And as you can see, it's full of crap. So I think it's going to have to go through the sonic cleaner. I'll get my Bruce Pender tray out and we'll have a look at it. Right. It's not pretty. Ugh. Can you see that? Yeah. That is well caked up. Oh my, there's some rubbish in there. And I don't know if you can see that. You can see in there as well. Wow, that is a mess. Right, let's strip it down. Where do I put my pliers again? More grips I'll do. That looks too bad actually. Wow, there's some junk in there, I tell you. Just get some. It's pretty mucked up everywhere, isn't it? Gonna have to go through the sonic cleaner. Yep. That's tight. Got it. Nice one. Have I? Yeah. See, inside there's a little tube sticking up. You see, push that down. It'll take a bit of manipulating, so hang on a minute. That is well and truly plugged. There you go. See the start of that? It's really, I don't know this. No, they're plugged. If you, when it focuses, if you see this, see, it's going to have to go through the ultrasonic cleaner. So I shall use these to go through these little holes. There's two there that you've got to go all the way through, make sure they're free, and then up the centre. There is a slight hole in the centre, but not a lot. We clean all that out. Where's my light? See if you can see that. Oh, there is a bit of light coming through there. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was, that one. But these are not good. So I'll get that clean off now. Might as well get as much as a gunk off as I can before I stick it in the cleaner, because it's definitely going in there. You can see the rubbish in there anyway. Okay, that one should be alright. Oops. Slightly bigger. I don't arm it out too much. Just want to get the rubbish off the sides. Nearly there. I'm not really taking off anything off, I'm just taking the rubbish off the wall. It's like a scale. See these holes here. Can you use those together? That one's alright. That one's alright. Another one down here. Oh, that one was, that had some rubbish in it. Definitely. That's it. So there's that one, and then there's that one. You can feel that taking the rubbish off the inside of that, so oh, that's a lot better. Oh, wife just messaged me to say she's made a cuppa. She could bring it out, couldn't she? No. Yeah. Told her to stop in the house, just message me if she does make one. Ow! I stuck that right in my finger. Blood! Precious stuff. Right. Whoa. Anyway, right, so I'm going to take these screws out, these jets, and I'm going to blow it all through with WD-40. Basically stick it in every hole you can see. When you take these out, stick them in there as well, in there, and then once you've done all that, stick it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we'll see if it comes out any better than what it is. But it is absolutely caked, and that, dear me, don't know what's growing in there. Right. I just want to get some of this rubbish off it before it goes in the sonic cleaner. Give it a helping hand. Sonic cleaners are good, but if you can, you know, get the majority of the rubbish off it first, it helps. I like the feel of that. Clean that down, I think. There goes the door. Oh gosh. Right, that's that off. One. Half, two. 2.5, 3. That one's 3. Do that. Right, let's give it a bath. Right, they're all right. Well, that was blocked because I just heard it go through. So, right, that's free, so I shall get the sonic cleaner sorted out and come back to you in a second. Look at the muck on that. I forgot to do this, didn't I? Yeah. You see that? Give that a cleaning, so that's a wire brush. Just to give it a start. Yeah. So muck in there. Right. I've got it set at 60 and I'm going to do 15 minutes aside. So get that in there, get that in there, and then get this, thanks to mixed mowers, so you don't lose any little bits. Put that in there. Drop that in the sonic cleaner. We set it to 15 minutes for this side. 15. I'll put some of this in. Also put it all in. We'll have to get another bottle. Right. I'll not start it up because it'll do you easy. we'll be back in 15 minutes to turn it over. That's the first 15 minutes. Turn it over. Ow! Turn it over. Eee. Like to burn your fingers. Just drop it back in. Some rubbish on the top of it. Put it back on for 15 minutes. Lid. Hold your ears. Back in a bit. Oh. Right. Set 15 minutes aside. Stand right there. Too hot. Ow! I think you'll agree that looks a lot better than what it did. That looks better. I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's go down. All my little jets. Turn that off. Back on, I'll empty that later. I'm pretty impressed with that. Right. This little grub screw that goes in the top. And that one does up tight. This one goes in there. Just wait. So, and this one, anyway, 3. Flat on there. Just wind that all the way in. Well, that's fully in, it was 3, so it's half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. Believe it or not, that's a lawnmower, about 6 doors down. It needs a new exhaust in my opinion. Right, that's all been cleaned out. Just check that. Perfect. Drop that back in. Just do this up tight, but don't over tighten it. Just thread it out. Sorted. Put that in there. Right, now let's get the rest of it. My phone's ringing. Hang on a minute. My phone's ringing. Oh, it stopped. Right, let's put this back on. This bit goes under there. It goes back in that hole there. And then this pin goes through there. It doesn't fix in, it just goes in there. Put the bowl back on. Do this up. That's it. It's just got to go back on the mower. But what I need to do is order some gaskets for it, so I shall get them ordered, and we'll stick it back on the mower. But I'm sure you'll agree that that is looking 10 times better than what it did. So right, I'll be back in a bit, well, in a couple of days when the gaskets arrive. There's nowhere local to me where I can get them, so catch you soon. Right people, right, as you know, I put the carburetor through the sonic cleaner. That's all done. Then I said I'll get some gaskets and we'll crack on with it. Well, I searched the web inside out and there's nobody selling gaskets for it, so I'm like, what do I do now? I went to a local garden centre and they reckon they could possibly get them, but they would be in excess of £38 plus VAT. There's no way I'm paying that. I mean, the mower's good for spares in my opinion, but then I thought, okay, let's have a go. Let's make my own gaskets. So like you see there, I've ordered a gasket paper. Now I haven't got a clue where I can get the outline of the carburetor, you know, around there. But like, there's a hole there, there's a hole there. Turn it around, you've got this, that bit going over there. So I don't even know what the carbs look like. But fortunate for me, I've got two of them. Down there is another GV100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be extremely careful and take the carburetor off that, and trace the gaskets, see if that works. If it don't, then I'll scrap it anyway, but it's worth a try. So back in a bit once I've got them cut out. Okay, that's the gaskets made. Let's see if we can start. Turn the fuel back on. Give some choke. That's the result. So now I know the engine's working, I can take it off the deck, and I'll take the drive off that one and put it on mine. But on the whole, I'm pretty happy with the way that's worked out. That gasket paper was £2, so that's about 36 quid plus VAT cheaper. So thanks for watching, people. If you liked it, hit the subscribe and the like button. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao for now.